Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Cook with Brooke, the cooking show that doesn't have any food. This is all about what's cooking at the Air Force Enlisted Village. Well, it's been a while since we've had an opportunity to show you what's going on and to talk with you, but we have a great show lined up for you today. We have our new Chief Financial Officer, Wendy Hoeflitch, is going to be with us today. She's going to give us a little bit of background about her, what she sees for the village in the future, and it should be a great segment. She's an incredible teammate, and we're so lucky to have her working with us. We're also going to have an opportunity to talk about things coming up. We're going to take a look at some birthdays. Of course, we're going to hear what Carrie Knife is planning on doing for her menu over the next couple weeks. So that's always a treat to hear and to eat what Carrie's preparing for us over there. So as we go forward, I just want to take a couple moments and give you some updates about things that have been going on. It's been a very busy spring for us here. We have been working very hard on completing the purchase of 80 acres of land for Victory Village. I know many of you have heard about this community before. Victory Village will be across the street from us as you go out the Sunset Gate, our main gate. Right across the street from us, there's a parcel of land that we're buying from Eglin Air Force Base. 80 acres of land, and that's going to be an area where we will be able to develop a community like the Air Force Enlisted Village, but separate from that. So it will be a separate 501c3 organization. It will have a similar mission to ours in the fact that we want to help military retirees, we want to help the surviving spouses of military retirees, but we also want to see if we can help wounded warriors as they age. So that's a demographic that needs to be focused on in the future. There's a lot of people that were injured in terrible ways in Iraq and Afghanistan and other areas, and we're blessed that they survived, but they have a difficult aging process ahead of them, and we think we're in a great position to be able to help them, to be able to help wounded warriors and their caregivers integrate into the community, have the support that they need, rely on the outside resources that we have like Eglin Air Force Base and then the local community medical facilities to be able to help them age successfully. So we're excited about Village. It's been many, many years in the making, being able to get to this point, but we are closing on the land this week, and we will be able to move forward and start to put some additional resources as far as time and effort and planning going into that, and do some additional fundraising separate from what we do for the AFEV to be able to help that community out. Within the AFEV, we are still looking hard at Village 7. That is a community that is going to go up next to Village 6. It would be 51 additional units. We think we have a good source for the financing over the last couple years. As many of you know, there's been a lot of pressures on construction prices. Inflation has just been very, very difficult to manage. And then, of course, there's also been the increase in the rates for borrowing money. And so those things have really made this a challenge, but we think we have a solution now, and we're hoping that we'll be able to break ground on Village 7 later on this fall. Our board of directors met last month in the month of May and look through the process. They're excited about moving forward. We know that there's a great opportunity to be able to help more people at the Air Force Enlisted Village. We have about 180 people that are on our wait list right now. So even building 51 units is not going to be able to take care of all of that. So we know that the demand is there. We know that there's an opportunity for us to be able to help more people and to continue to share the incredible opportunities that living at the Air Force Enlisted Village give to our residents. So we're excited about that. Lots more to come on it. Again, the challenges that go along with inflation and our insurance and everything is putting a lot of pressure on our finances right now. So that's one of the reasons why we're going to look forward to talking with Wendy as she comes along. But before we do that, and before we go over and take a look at what Carrie is going to have cooking over on her side, I thought I would give you a couple of jokes related to money. So, why don't skunks have to pay taxes? Because they only have 1 cent. All right, and what sort of taxes are there on trash bags? hefty ones. And no one is glad about it. All right, that's a double. All right, we're going to cut off now. We're going to go over and see what Carrie has for us over at Knife's Edge. Look forward to talking to you again soon. Hello everybody, welcome back. That food over at Knife's Edge is always so good, and we're so blessed to have Carrie Knife and her team over there taking care of us and being part of our team on the Air Force Enlisted Village. So today we get a great opportunity to meet one of our new teammates. Wendy Hoeflitch is the new Chief Financial Officer for the Air Force Enlisted Village, and she comes to us with a great background, and we thought we'd take a couple minutes today and learn a little bit more about her and her experience and some of her impressions of the village so far. So Wendy, welcome to the AFEV.
Hi, thank you. I'm so happy to be here. One of the reasons I'm so happy to be here is my history with Air Force Enlisted Village. I grew up in Niceville. My dad worked at Eglin Air Force Base as an engineer for many, many years. That's where he retired from. When I graduated college and came back here, my first job out of college was in public accounting, and this was my first audit job. We audited Bob Hope Village back in the day when it was called that. So it's really exciting for me. That's where I started my career, and now this is where I hope to end my career. So it's kind of coming full circle for me.
Oh, that's great. So you do have an incredible background and experience base. I know you're a CPA, and you have a lot of other credentials which make you uniquely qualified to be able to work and to help us in the great leadership role that you have. So tell us a little bit more about your work experience.
All right, as you mentioned, I'm a CPA in Florida. I'm also a certified fraud examiner, and I'm also a certified global management accountant. So the last 15 years, I've been doing not-for-profit governmental work. It's been in the healthcare arena, not-for-profit healthcare. So I was ready for a change. I was ready to move back home, and this is a good segue for me. A little bit of a new industry, but still related to healthcare. Not-for-profit work is where my heart is. It's what I've been doing for many, many years, and I can't imagine doing anything else.
Well, it's a blessing to have the skill set that you bring to the organization on our team. But you also obviously don't work here all the time, and you have a personal life. And so tell us a little bit more about some of your passions and the things that you do when you're not at work.
Yeah, well, my biggest passion is my 3 children. I have a daughter and 2 sons, all in college right now. I have 2 golden doodles that love to go for Jeep rides on the beach. And then probably my biggest passion right now is sea turtle conservation work. I've been doing that for about 13 years. I'm on the beach 3 or 4 days a morning and the mornings looking for newly laid turtle nests. In hatching season, we're helping the babies get to the water. We're also on call if anyone gets hurt or sick or needs to go to a rehab facility. I've also just started our own not-for-profit to be a support organization for the turtle program called Gulf Coast Turtle Watch. So that is taken off really well, and that is probably most of what I do in my spare time.
That sounds like you have a full plate. Yes. So I love the turtles. I see a lot of news reports about when the nesting takes place, and the rescues that take place when that is needed. And I really applaud everybody that pours back in to preserving that precious resource.
Thank you. It's very fulfilling.
Yeah. Well, that's good. So as we look across the AFEV, there's a lot of things going on. Seems like finance has been under a lot of pressure the last couple of years, because as a nonprofit and with the mission that we have here, we're trying to do the most that we can with the least amount of money. And so that means that we run on a very tight margin.
Yes.
So what do you see some of the challenges ahead for the AFEV?
I think our biggest challenge is going to be the projects that we have going on. There's so much need still out there. We want to get started on Village 7 as quickly as possible. As you know, we just closed on the property for Victory Village. We'd like to kick that off. And it's finding the way to finance all that while still keeping everything stable. It's going to be like a puzzle, finding the pieces, trying to put them together in the right place and time to make sure that we do this responsibly. I think it's definitely doable. It's just going to take some creative and out-of-the-box thinking, but I'm confident we will prevail.
Well, that's great. And I know that's been the challenge for the organization for 50 plus years, is being able to continue to grow, create the type of community that you want to have today, but also the type of community that you're going to need 15, 20, 30 years down the road. So we look forward to walking that path with you together, and we're super glad that you're on our team. And again, welcome. And we're going to cut away now, and we're going to take a look at some people that have birthdays coming up. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, and happy birthday one more time to our folks that are celebrating their birthdays. It's been a great segment, really interesting talking with Wendy and hearing about some of her background experience. Very ironic that she would have been an auditor for Bob Hope Village many, many years ago, and now her path has been brought back to us. But we look forward to hearing more from her and having her guide us through some of the challenges that we have ahead. It's been wonderful talking with you. Please be careful. Please be safe. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, don't hesitate to let me or Bobby Joe or Crystal or really anybody on the team know. Your happiness and your safety and security are our number one priorities here. So God bless you all. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.